Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of more Soul Landry loaded up today, so let's go ahead and do a little bit more work on Divine King Tang's Sand. So, as you see, the event's closed. They've still got this up right here, but this is just if you give you a little extra day to grab some of the stuff inside of the exchange if you want to. I already used those on getting actually Tang Sand, so I don't have anything from in there. They also have a new event up. This is the Divine King suit. However, there is no Divine King suit in here from a free-to-play perspective. The only Divine King suit that you will get is if you're willing to spend $15, you can get 35 shards, 30 bucks, you can get 70. So basically, nothing for us. However, from a free-to-play perspective, there is some good stuff in here. There is, of course, as always, the Divine Blood and the Spirits. So you can get those for some diamonds. There's some other stuff in here I'm probably going to purchase as well, too. But there's also the Soulbone Chest event up, which is good. If you've been following my videos, you know that I really go hard on the Soul Soul Beast Force to get, and it's the reason is to get the keys for this particular event. Because inside of this event, this is basically a Soulbone event. Open 150 times, you get 60 Phoenix Divine. So this is something that you definitely want to do. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to get these keys. I've got 63, so I'm going to have to purchase roughly about 90 of the keys, and you can only do that with diamonds. And it's usually it's like 15,000 diamonds is what it ends up coming about to. So it's very difficult to actually get these keys. So I try to get as many as I can. To get that. So basically, it's something that you want to do. I'm not going to do it today, but I will be doing it before the event ends, which it's up for 3 days. So this is only from a not really happy with the event. I can understand they should have at least given a chance to get 20, purchase 20 of them inside of the sale. They should have stuck some in here, but there's not. There's only the red set. Okay, which if you don't have any of the SP, I have 2 pieces of SP set. And you get those from the actual daily event. You get those from the so forth right here. I've already got the first 2, so I do have 2 pieces, and I'll be getting the 3rd piece. I assume this will go to 4 when I finish it, and I'll be able to get 4, which means I'll have a full set. And that that's what you need. The enhancement and whatnots for this is done with shards of other types and levels of shards from other pieces of Soulbone. So it's not something that you really need to start getting a bunch of these. You want to try to have, I guess you want to try to have one for as many characters as you can, of course, but I assume that it'll become something that's a little bit more. There'll probably be special events where you'll see it, like maybe in the Forge you'll see it where they have 20 or 40 shards or something like that where you can get some pieces. It's just this particular event does not have it. So it is a chance to get a whole suit of the Soulbone. I mean, I'm not going to lie to that, but it's not anything that you can do from a free-to-play point. So we won't be doing that. I'll just get this the Phoenix Divine Blood like I always do, and go from there. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tang's hand. Now I have put him into my team. I put him in yesterday evening. I still have not awakened him. We're going to do that today, but I have already. Just by entering him into my team, I managed to clear 2 more levels into the darkness. I'm now up to the 1600K. Okay, I was here trying to clear this. Is where I was at before. Cleared that one, cleared the next one, and made a dent in this one. I'm going to have to readjust my. You need to play with this. Okay, to find out what this is, just hold long click on it. Click on it and hold it, tap on it and press on it and hold it, and you'll be able to see exactly what this does, each of these particular passives. And you just need to figure out what is best for your team, what's best and makes it easier for you to beat this, because this is the stuff that the boss monsters get. This is not stuff. This is the stuff that is applied to the enemy. So you can adjust it. You only need to get 420 to clear to get to the next level. I mean, if the higher the suffix, of course, the more chance you are of getting this. So yeah, that's good. But if you want to just proceed further through, you can always come back and get more points on it after you beat it once. But I really wouldn't start worrying about getting max speed until you get towards level. I'm right now. I'm right where I want to be. Okay. So I've been trying and playing with this. I didn't quite beat it the first time. I'm probably going to have to make some adjustments. But yeah, so this is right where this is where I think you're really going to start seeing a better chance of getting the actual 100K, the red soul bones. But we're getting there. And as I said in the last video, I said probably once you start getting SP characters, you're going to need them to beat this. And that appears to be what the case. Just by entering Tang San into my team, I was able to clear 2 more of these levels that I had not been able to clear before. So it's definitely something that you want to look at. To get through this, yeah, you're going to need the better characters, which is not surprising. I mean, it is upper level. I really wish that they would give that. So because it's a work in progress, because you want to try to get as many of these as you can, because you need to. It's important now because it's no longer what I consider a secondary enhancement. It's a primary enhancement now because it directly affects your skill set and the points that you have in the skills. Okay, to rank these skills up, you need to add other soul bones. Okay, you'd have to fuse soul bones into this, add a soul bone, and that'll increase it. Add another red one, and you get up to 300K. Okay, and that's going to keep leveling up the soul, and that's really the only way to do it. So you're really going to have to, think about what you want at this particular point, and try to add them up and see, get as high as you can, because the higher you get, the better the skills. Okay, and that's what, of course, unfortunately, it's not like before where you could just spend coins and just get your max your skills out. Now you're going to have to actually get some of these soul rings, and you can get the soul rings inside the daily event as well, inside of the Royal Hunting Bass. At the end right here, you'll be able to get them. But this is not going to, it takes too long to clear this. Of course, you'd be very slow progression. So most of it's going to have to come from the hunting ground. And the higher you are in the darkness, like I've probably done close to 250, 300 pulls out here, and only gotten a soul ring, and a 100K soul ring once. Okay, just one time is all that I've actually got one. And you can see I have a lot of these. I basically save these up for the event. Okay, see, that's what you're going to get on the average. But getting the actual red one is there. Okay, that number 2. That's the second time I've gotten one. But see, this is the first time I've started in this high of a level. So this is at 500K. Before I was pulling at, I think it was at 200. Yeah, I was trying to beat this, but I hadn't. So I was pulling at the 200K. Now I'm pulling at the 500K. And as you can see, 4 pulls, and I got one. So the higher you're getting this, the better chance you have of actually getting a drop for it. I'm not sure what the percentage is, but it's good. So this is, we can go back to Soul Masters, and we go back to Tang Sang here, and then Soul Ring. So this is a 2. So this is just going to be give me a chance to take this up to 3. Yep, took it up to 3. So now, once you start getting duplicates, then of course you'll have to add the duplicates in, and that's how you increase it. But so that's how you want to do it. Okay. So yeah, so it looks like getting to 500K might be a place where, if you have as many keys as I do, that's why I was storing these. I wasn't storing the tokens just because I was ignoring this or something. I was saving it so that when I got to higher levels, I'd have more draws at the higher levels, because I knew that the percentage down here was just not good. So this is a percentage. So 500, 600K here would be something that you want to consider. And I'll start using the tokens a lot more frequently now. But yeah, so that's pretty good. So that's the second time I've ever got one inside of there. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tang San and see what we can do on Awakening. Now, I'm not going to be able to fully awaken him, primarily because of the fact that if it holds, and I don't know if it does because I haven't done this, if it holds to actual, current, it's 6. It takes 6 of the items to do a full awaken on the weapon. So 6 of these would be just shy of 50,000. I don't have 50,000. I only have 43, but I should be able to do the first 2. And the first 3 So 1, 2. Usually at 1, you can take 1. 2 doesn't require any. At 3, you need 2 more crystals. So, and then I'll be able to do that, and then do the next one as well. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough awakening. If not, I can always pull from other characters that aren't in the main team. But this, I think this will give me a really big boost. I've doubled my sect damage against the boss. It doubled when I put things that, so he's definitely super powerful. Survivability has not been an issue with Ling out of the team. I mean, I haven't had a chance to do some of the heavy stuff, but yeah, none of that seemed to be a problem. So let's go ahead and get into Tang in here. We got something in the handbook, so just break it through. Nobody else. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Tang in here. Let's go ahead and start the awakening process. So, awakening. So I have 351. I think that will be enough from that. So as you can see, it takes one of these. Now I'm just going to purchase these as I go so you can see it. So we need one of the crystals. So we can go to the Awakening Points Exchange and we can purchase one of the... Okay, so that's 85. So now we can go back and we can do an Awakening. Okay, so increases elemental force resistance by 1%. Okay, see 2 does not require any. Now the next one should require 2. Okay, so they're keeping this pretty straightforward, just like before. So we need to purchase 2 of these. And then I'll be able to do the Awaken. Increases own elemental force and elemental resistance by 2.5. And then, yeah, so it's the same. And then 3 on the next one. Yeah, this is the final. To final it, and it's going to take you 3 of them. I don't have enough to get 3 at this particular point. I do have enough to get 2, though, I think. 8, 16. Yeah, I have just enough to get 2 of them. So I'll get, whenever I'm able to purchase the third one, I'll do that. I might show it on a video just to do it. Now this doesn't, these normally don't take anything. This could change. I've never, this is the first SP I've actually awakened. So I don't know if that's going to be. Okay, so they didn't ask anything there. Okay, so they didn't ask for anything there. So I'm going to have to get my hands on some deep sea, but we will be able to do that fairly easy. Okay, so they're not asking for anything else in any of these either. So let's go ahead and all right, where do we got it at? Where do we have it at? So let's start from back here. Let's start from back. Actually, yeah, let's just start from back. See which any awakenings that I do have. Okay. She's not. I don't think she's actually. I'm not actually. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not using her. None of these are awoke. None of these are woken. None of these are woken. None of these are woken. Okay. So the first one is okay. I don't know why I have this many on her. Actually, but I did spend the actual things. I can cash those back in for more actual things, and this really shouldn't affect me because she's really just basically healing. So I'm just going to go ahead and reset this. Okay, now I've also got 6 of 9 colored wrongs things, but she's an SS plus, so she's not triple S. So of course we wouldn't do that. So now we can go to the actual shop, okay, and we can actually click on that, and we can actually dissolve the awakenings, and we can actually cash in some of these. And I think that's all I need to get one more piece. Let's go ahead and confirm that before we do anything and make an error. Oh, he already passed up you just by the awakening. She's at 10 billion now. So I think I just needed one more piece. Yes, I have 2, so I just basically need 3. So let's just go ahead and purchase one more. And awaken. So that's max awakening on the actual. And I'll give you one more piece in here. So we need some more. So let's go back here. See if we got any more SS's. I'm not going to take anything from a triple S in terms of awakening. I plan to awaken all of my triple S to the max, but I will do any of the SS pluses that I have for the time being. So let's see here. Nothing awakening there, nothing awakening there, nothing awakening there. Nothing awakened, nothing awakened, nothing awakened, nothing awakened, nothing. That's not right. I was not on the awakening. I was going to say, I thought I had some of those awakened. Okay, so here's Bo. Bo's no longer support. She's being overridden by okay, Rin. These are no longer support characters for me, so I'm not going to mess with my support characters in terms of that. But let's see if that's enough to finish the awakening. I'm already at 63, so 2 billion just on the awakening here, and I'm still not finished. So he might actually hit 11. Okay, so there's the max awakening. Didn't quite get to 11, got 10.74. So that's max awakening in terms of the actual things. Let's go ahead and do some more breakthroughs because I got a full set of stamina. Be able to finish the soul rings. I've got a lot of the soul rings in the upper levels. Like I said, I've been gathering those, storing those up for some time because I knew that Tang was going to be the one that I was going to actually be progressing through. So I'll have a lot of those in the upper levels, but there will be some in the lower levels that, as you just saw, that I didn't have. It's really difficult and time consuming, and I don't really have the time to go back through, find each one inside of the elite stages, and then try to determine how many I have, then try to find a character that's in that particular slot, which I don't. So it's really difficult to get the exact numbers. So I just focus on the higher level ones and just power through on the lower levels. I know that I don't expect for them to instantly jump in the team. It's not that big of a deal. You don't get a whole lot of points from actually utilizing thing. And this is the orange one here. So let's see here. So I've got some stamina that I purchased. Now I'm going to have to use my Oscar sausages. Get those Oscar sausages. You want to purchase 5 stamina each day. It's not that many diamonds. It's about 3, should be roughly about 400 or so diamonds to purchase the 5 staminas each day. And you want to do that simply because of this event right here. You purchase stamina 5 times, you get some sausages. And you just can store those sausages and use them any time that you want. And you want to do that simply because the fact, don't purchase more than 5 because you don't want to waste your diamonds, but you want to hit at least 1200 so that you can get your mutated beast, because you need 1200 to summon a mutated beast. So I don't have enough. So, but I always supplement it. So I purchase 5 stamina with diamonds, and then I always utilize my sausages. I don't normally take that much, but your sausages will slowly get used as you go through. But normally I do it in 2 phases. I'll clear it down to 0 stamina in the morning, and then I'll let the stamina refill, and then I'll do a quick run at the evening. It only takes like 10 minutes to log on and do a quick sweeps to clear off the stamina, and that's usually when I can summon my mutated beast at that particular time. So that's normally what we do. But since we're doing a video, we'll just go ahead and spend a little bit more. This probably won't be enough because you only get 1 or 2 of these beasts every one. So see, still not quite enough. So you only get a couple of these. The attack, you only get 1 or 2 a sweep every 10 sweep. So if you need 64 of them, how many? You can imagine how long that's going to take. And that's why I said it's really difficult to have a 4 attacker team from a free-to-play perspective. If you're willing to spend some money, yeah, you can supplement other ways, and you can purchase a bunch of stamina, do a bunch of sweeps with diamonds and stuff by buying diamonds and stuff. Not the way I'm playing the game. So that's what's taking all the thing. And I can summon my mutated beast. Okay, so let's summon him, and then let's go up to the attack. Gameplay. On my tablet, as I've said before, I have this set up where it does it automatically after the sweep. I don't have it set up on here simply because I don't really play on this except when I'm doing the videos. I do everything from the tablet. Tablet runs fine. I have not had any issues with any lockups or freeze ups, so they fixed the problems after the initial SP edition. But there were definitely some bugs after the XP edition. Things got a little bit out of whack, but they recovered fairly nicely from it. And I haven't had any trouble. I still can't play. I still can't do fights on this, and I'm not happy with pushing the tablet onto here because it doesn't display properly. So as soon as I get that fixed, I'll be doing my displays from here. Of course, always remember the active wheel that runs every weekend. You want to make sure you at least get the spider core, and there's 500 diamonds in here as well. So you always want to clear each day. So 500 usually is the second to last one or the last one. Even though they say it's completely RNG, it's actually not. Understand that when a game says it's RNG, it's not true RNG. Okay, true RNG would be if there's 3 items, each item would have a 33.33333 infinity chance of dropping. That's not the way it is. The best item in there is not going to have a 33% chance to drop. It's going to have a probably 5, maybe even less % chance of drop, and the other 2 items that aren't there will have higher percentages of drop. So even though it's RNG, it's not true RNG. Okay, that's just the way they have it set up, but it is technically RNG-ish, so they can use the term and get away with it. So that's what you have to look into it. It's not true RNG, but they've seemed to do pretty well. I think their percentage ratings are a little bit better than some of the other games out there. In terms of that, I'll know pretty soon if I'm able to get a red soul ring consistently in every 15 to 20 pulls out of the actual hunting ground, then yeah, I would give them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to be running the new actual sets for these tomorrow. Is when I just did sweeps today because I have some stuff I have to get done this afternoon. I'm not going to have time to reset everything, but I'll be automatically doing the sweeps tomorrow. So I assume we're going to be able to get higher than 3 inside of the treant. This is entire. This is got some pretty high people. So I'm really happy with that, but I think we'll be able to get maybe 2, maybe even during the week. There's a lot more people. There's not a lot of people playing on the weekends that do the actual sweeps and stuff. So that's not an accurate representation of the server. I did have a pretty good run last week though, but it's usually not quite that. I'm usually in like 8 or 9. So that we'll get a little bit more accurate representation on Monday after everybody's run. Monday evening, I'll know how well Tang is in terms of leveling up through things. So that's pretty good, and that's all done. So yeah, so the Divine King suit is up. As I said, nothing free to play for us, but you definitely want to do the Soulbone chest, so that you can get the actual Phoenix. But it's still one of the top items that you want to get in terms of enhancement materials. So definitely go for it. Sex speed run is over. We did actually come in third place, I believe. Yeah, gold. So I think, yeah, third place. So that's 3,100 diamonds. So as you can see, building up diamonds fast is not difficult. Just make sure that you join a sect and try to join a good one. I mean, I don't seem to be that much in terms of. Doesn't seem to be most of the sects will have a minimum BP. But if you play the game consistently for a couple of months, you shouldn't have a problem reaching the minimum BP. Very few of them have, like, you need 50 billion or something like that to be, to get in the team. Okay, most of them are set at something like 20,000 or something like that, and you can get to that pretty easy. It starts to slow down once you get up into about 30s and the 40s. That's when you start to see the progression slow down. But you still, you just got to work through it. Like, I'm going to be going to 117 here shortly. That'll open up me allowing to finish. I'm locked out of finishing up Hugh's. That's not Hugh. She's not first anymore. I'm locked out of a lot of finishing up these pieces of armor because I need one more level. See, I need 117 to get in here. 118 to get in. So I'm going to need 2 more levels before I can start finishing out her pieces, and I got to finish this out too, but it can't because there's nothing to sweep on this because this is in another level. So you're gated. It's very gated. You can't get too far ahead. It's all based on your level, so you have to level up to actually get those pieces, and really the only way to level up is doing sweeps. Is that in terms of level, but level's really not that big a deal. It's just for your items, enhancement items for your actual armor. You can still be at exceedingly low level and have good soul bone sets and whatnot. There's no limitations on your soul bones. No level. Soul bones are not level enhancement in any way, shape, or form. You can have a triple S set of items on a level 1 character. It'll take it. Okay. But the armor, the basic suit and stuff is gated, so you'll have to just wait until you get up to levels if you want to start maxing that out in terms of breakthroughs and whatnot, because the items aren't available until you get to a certain story mode level, and once you get there, then you'll be able to actually rack on that. So anything in terms of that. So we got a Sorfos event up. This is, of course, something that you want to do. This is specifically focused on elite mode. The way I do this event is simple. I just grab a couple sausages and just run some elite stages and just knock it out and get rid of it. Okay, you got 35 that you got to get done inside of 3 days. So just purchase a couple sausages and just go straight to elite mode. That's the best way to do it. I won't do it today. I'll do it the last day. But you want to do it, it's not so much as because of this, but you want to do it because of this. This is a Martial Soul, the red one, and this is a choice. So you get to choose. These are really, really rare to come by inside of actual pulling it from the actual so forth. It's really difficult to get it in here. They just don't drop that often. And if it does, it's RNG as to what's going to drop. So it's really nice whenever you see those chests to get it. There is some chests in here actually that you might want to consider as well too. None of the good ones, but they do have some of these. These might be something to purchase. Since it's only 500 to get them, you might want to go ahead and consider purchasing these. I'm actually going to go ahead and do it myself. Not going to purchase these because you'll max these out eventually. I don't see the need to purchase these with diamonds. You will get these maxed out eventually. Okay, they drop all the time. As long as if you're doing your sect boss each day, you'll get enough keys to make a pull on this once a day. And if you do your 10 pull once a day, you're going to max all these out fairly quickly, as you can see. Okay, and you're going to max these out shortly after that. Okay, and then you're going to start maxing these out but these are a lot harder. As you can see, I've only got one that's completely maxed. I'm close on some of the others, but once you get up now, it's where RNG takes a part. You've got to be lucky to get this particular shards for this particular one. If you get the chest, it's choice. So I fully broke this using chests. Okay, and that's what I do. As I get the chests, I focus on maxing them out, and chests just make it a lot easier to do that because you're not at the mercy of the RNG. Okay, so and another way to get your diamonds back up is, of course, if you have an active sect, you'll be able to get lucky bags from your other teams. And remember, I can actually distribute one. So that's one thing, and you can get pretty good stuff inside of here. Sect wars up. You'll get at the end of the event for this because it goes over a space of like several days, Tuesday through Sunday, and you get diamonds for participating in this. Well, so you can get the diamonds there's numerous ways as long as you're active. That's basically what it amounts to. Activity equals diamonds. So that's why 2 days ago or 3 days ago I had 0 diamonds. Now I'm all the way back up to 25,000. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's see if there's anything I need to do in terms of his physical skill. I don't think I quite finished this out. Did I? 7. No, I was 7 on this one. So let's see. Okay, max that one out. Team HP. Not going to be able to max this one out. I don't think I quite have enough. Close, really close. I'll get it in a day or two. So I've turned in all of my actual things, and you get this by completing all your daily quests. They need to really give you more sausages. Really not happy with the amount of stamina that they give you from completing your dailies. And here's the 10. See, this is the chest that we just purchased. So this allows you to choose exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for one that's close to being completed. None of them are really close. So I'll just choose the one that's closest to. So I'll just choose the one that's close to being maxed out. So 240. That one's got 10, 4, 144. That looks like our. Yep, that's our goodie right there. So we'll throw this 10 against that. That'll give me 10. So that's what it is. Just get a chest and work up. That's the easiest way to go about it. There's no easy way to do it. So Tang is now top. I'm at 63, so I went up 2 billion just from awakening. So it's definitely worthy of awakening them. Okay, and we're going to start working on things. I did make a set for him. Debating whether to waste my enhancement materials on these 2 pieces. You still get the buff even though they're at 1%, or even though they're at 1 level. So in breakdown, I'm really not something of course, because I'm going to have another piece here shortly. When I complete this daily event here, it's probably it's not going to be any time. It's not going to be like tomorrow or the next day, but it will eventually. I will eventually get this piece, and I want to be able to max it out completely once I get it. I mean, I could max that out and then pull all the things away, but it's not going to give me that much in terms of overall damage. It's not going to take me up BP enough. It's an S piece of equipment when we're in SP right now, so that gives you an idea what it's going to be. So I really don't see anything to do inside of this. I'll probably just wait until I can get another piece of this and then max it out at 232. There's really not that much you're getting from this. These 2 pieces offer 5% attack. That's not even team. That's just on that particular character. Not something, it's, there's better, I got other items I can focus on. I want to put that into my other team sets. there are some of those red sets that are on the secondary colors that I need to get taken care of. So I'll probably just use the enhancement materials on that, and not start on a whole new 2 pieces that we're just going to be laying out there. All of my other groups have a set of it, so it's not like I need that, and I have enough chests to make any pieces if I need to. So that's where we're at with that particular thing. But yeah, so that's it. So 2 billion max enhancement is what we got after awakening, max awakening Tang San. So it's definitely worth it. You're also going to see a large increase in his damage output. That's what awakening leads to, is damaging. That's why it's one of the harder things to do, because it's not easy getting that. It's not easy getting the deep sea silver, but it gives you a huge boost in terms of just straight power. Okay, so it's definitely something that you want to do. So this one right here is a straight attack. This is a straight hit points. This is straight physical depth. This is straight magical depth. So it buffs, it maxes, enhances all of those facets. It just makes you an all-around better character. So it's definitely something that you want to do. And you can always pull, as I've just shown, you can pull it from the older characters. So don't feel, if you're a newer player, don't feel you're wasting your deep sea silver if you're awakening, or don't, because as I just showed you, you can pull it back. Okay, it's not like you have to keep it there. So you can be a little bit liberal, splashing it around on your characters, and then whenever those characters run out of their usefulness, as they eventually will, because in this game you can get the newer characters if you focus, then you can dump it onto the newer. Just pull it back. It only costs 30 diamonds to do it. Pull it back, all that, and get it, and then you can throw that deep sea silver into the next character. That's what I did. I mean, I pretty much, at one time or other, I had both Chen, the one-armed bandit, and Chen and Past Lifetime Tang were both fully enhanced. As was Azure Draw. I had them all fully awakened. They were fully awakened. Okay, but I just pulled back and took the shards from them as I started getting new characters, and now I just focus on whichever's in the main and my 3 supports, which is Ling Ling, Seaguy Tang San, and Softbone Wu. Those are the 3 supports. Which what that means is that you want to put support 1, support 2, and support 3, because you can activate these guys' skills. They attack once inside of your team, because they're on the support team. The rest of the support characters just give you the buff with the BP. These guys actually use their attack once. They'll come out once and attack. So you want to have the attack the strongest on your three support characters. So you got your main team and your 3 support. So that's why I would never pull an actual awakening from one of the support characters, because they use it when they attack. Now once they move out of the support and go into the back here where they're not in support, then I'm going to start pulling that off, and I'm going to start building up the triple S characters that I have. Okay, I want to wait and see what the next character is. If the next character is Wu, then that's what I'll be focusing on. If the next character is not Wu, then I'm going to choose one of these characters. Most likely going to be, I'm seriously thinking it's probably going to be Shadow Zhu, most likely. I really don't, I don't see the need to bring Oscar right now, although Oscar's a beast. But I'm just probably going to go ahead and start focusing on Zhu. But because the only other option I have is Luga. I like his skill where he actually hits with the cannon, and that reduces the enemy that he hits by 25% their defense. That's a pretty cool skill. So I'm still debating about which to go on, which one. But it's either going to be Lugao or Zhu, and it's going to become a support character. It's not going to go into my main team. But I'm going to bring them up, and pretty soon my goal is to have all of my first team and all of my second team will all be SP and triple S characters. That's the game plan. I just need to see what the next character is going to be. I'm going to hold on to, if the next character is Wu, I need to hold on to my upgrade S characters, which is what you use to, star and take them up to the sun. I need those. I'm going to need those for Wu, so I don't want to be using them now, because I just used all the ones I had in instead, and a good hunk of them to fully max out um, Tang San. So I might need those for Wu. So if Wu is going to be next, I'm not going to be wanting to waste them on something when I could be using them for Wu. If Wu's not next, I'll be able to utilize them on one character and still have enough built back up by the time the fourth character comes out, which might be Wu. I think it's going to be Wu, and the reason is that because you can, for some reason, and I'm not sure, I was able to easily find avatar pictures for Tang San, Mahjong, and Wu. Okay, I got avatar. I have not been able to find any other of the SP character avatars when I go looking for them in the pictures and stuff. So I'm assuming that Wu might be third. If somebody knows, let me know. And I'm sure there's somebody playing the China server out there. Let me know what they seem to be going on things. So if you would be, it'd be kind of you go ahead and just let us know what's next, and we'll go from there. But I think it might be her. So if it is, that's why I'm holding off. And we'll, of course, be replacing Evil Eye. So that's why I'm not too worried about the Ling Ling and Evil Eye rivalry. They're both going to be gone first. So, and yeah, and then we'll have Hugh, Tang San, Wu, and Enming. And then we'll start looking for Tank as our next piece. And, that's the current plan. It should work out pretty good, hopefully. We'll have to see. It all depends on the luck of the draw. So that's all I got. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it, and you get each time I drop a video. Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.